Testing, check 1 2 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my fellow conscious reality interfaces. It's the gaming god back online. And unfortunately, last stream we had a crash, boys. We managed to build a craft so big and so complicated that my PS4 could not handle it, and the game crashed, bringing the stream to a grinding halt. Furthermore, we're back at it today. We are at this part again. We have the rocket ready to go. I'm just going to check on all its parts, make sure that the whole assembly is in working order, and we will send this on its mission. For those of you who are watching that haven't seen part 1, instead of telling you to go watch part 1, I'm just going to tell you what happened in part 1 so that you don't have to worry, because not much happened in part 1. Part 1, I showed off this bit and what my plan for it was, the mission itself. Built the rest of this, tested out this bit, which is the heat shield part, launched the whole assembly once to try, or actually twice. The first time it failed because these crashed into this main center part, destroying it, and thus I had to revert the flight, and when I tried to load it up a second time, it crashed the stream. So that occurred. Now, I will be telling you what my plan is, what the mission is, before we start. Hold on. Oh, bless me. Anyways, here is what we've got. If you want to check out how this thing flies and lands and all that, I did all that in the first stream, so you can go watch this part fly. Basically, we have this middle section with the rover tires and the jet and all that. That is jet jover. Okay, and this part right here is jet jover relay. Okay, this part right here is the heat shield. This part right here is structural interface. Okay, and this is lifting body. Okay, what's the plan? The plan is to take jet jover to Eve. Now, we had to do some things in order to get it to Eve, or to be able to get it to Eve. And these things are: 1, heat shield, because entering, oh, and those panels, because entering Eve's atmosphere is like sticking this craft in the microwave for like a solid 5 minutes straight, and it's not going to survive if we do it without protection. So there's the protection, and there's the protection. Then we have this jet over relay, because I do not have any sort of relay system at Eve, and this needs to be able to communicate with Earth, but I'm not able to put anything on this just yet. So I need to, well, the reason I'm not able to put any antennas or anything on this is because it needs to fly, and if it's going to fly, the air resistance, the air forces are going to break whatever it is, and anything above like 40 meters per second, which is much slower than we need to be able to fly. So yeah, this will help us communicate with Kerbin, as well as help us to be able to control the craft once it descends to the Evian surface. Okay? And the goal is to get this to land on the surface, to be able to retake off from the surface with the jet engine and land in another spot on the surface. That's the plan. Alright, now that we're 7 minutes and 26 seconds into the stream, and I've gotten that out of the way, we will try and see if we can load this craft up without crashing the game again. And hopefully we'll be able to do it. But first I need to check my staging. So we will begin. Big bulky dude and those 4 boosters go first. When these are empty, those 4 decouplers fire, along with all of those solid rocket ejectors that will make this go far, far away from the main body so that death doesn't occur. When this runs out of fuel, that decoupler fires, and that engine fires along with those 4 solid rocket boosters. When the solid rocket boosters are empty, those 4 decouplers will fire right here. And when the main center rocket is empty, that decoupler will fire, and the 3rd stage engine will ignite. Once the 3rd stage is empty, well, actually, the 3rd stage is what will get us to Eve. Once at Eve, we will decouple the jet Jover relay in a safe orbit around Eve. We will decouple this and that in that stage. We will ignite, well, that's another thing. I will remotely deploy that, then decouple it via that right in there, and then we will have that to fly around the surface with. Ideally, this is how we want to go about this. Will it work perfectly? I am going to say no, because nothing works perfectly. Nothing I've ever built has ever worked flawlessly. But will it get to Eve, and will we be able to complete our mission? I'm going to give it a solid 60% chance above 50. It's above the flip of a coin. But it's not 100%. Because I am not confident. As confident as I'd like to be in this. I would like to have this in a fairing, but I need to have this out so far because when I inflate it, I need it to not engulf the wheels, and when I eject it, I need it to not completely destroy this part of the craft. I need to just lightly fly away and never ever. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. I have an idea that I want to employ, actually. That's a work of beauty right there. So when this decoupler fires, I need those to fire and draw it away from the craft, because what will end up happening is this will want to fly back into it because of air resistance, so I need this to push it away from that and hopefully not completely destroy everything in the process. I'm just gonna hope and pray that that's not the case and that everything works out perfectly okay and nothing gets burned. But we'll see. You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it right now. I'm just gonna be okay with it. That's what I'm gonna be okay with it. Alright. Let's get going. We're going to go to launch and pray that this loads in without any problems. Okay. It just installed version 1.2.9 of Apex Legends. I am not interested in that at the moment. I'm interested in not dying. Oh man, okay. If this doesn't work, thanks for watching, I guess. I guess we'll try again at some point. But I think it's gonna work. Oh, it worked. That's what we, in this day and age, call the big scary. This is a very lanky boy. I think we're gonna be able to do it though. Alright. Alright, 100% throttle, SAS on, in 3, 2, 1. Now lift off. Do it. Come on. Uh-oh. Did we put them on wrong? One of them, just one of them, is on the wrong direction. Oh my god. Revert flight. Oh man, I don't know if the system's gonna be able to handle another reload of these parts. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna resume the flight. And okay. Instead of doing dumb things, we'll do smart things. Okay. So now it's existing like this. Boom. It wants to be on TV. That's how it's gonna want to enter the atmosphere, which is awesome. That's exactly how I want it to enter the atmosphere. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. Now I need to test the jettison of... So this is the point that I'd probably want to be able to land. Like when it was slow enough that I could take manual control of the flight and be able to live. So here's goes nothing. Okay, and perfectly, surely enough, had enough to be able to make that thing go away and not kill me. Now lower in the atmosphere, I don't know if I can say the same, but we won't be that low in the atmosphere. We'll be pretty high in the atmosphere. So what I will do, let's see, happens if I try to go for that thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm kind of just going to whiz right underneath it, I think. I don't know what that is. Is that? Is that relay? Is that jet jover relay? I might go back for jet jover relay. I think that is. I think that's jet jover relay. Shoot, I'm coming in at a pretty high clip. Oof. That's... No, that's not jet jover relay. That's a structural element of the jet. Alright, here goes nothing. We're gonna pick up ourselves. We have a very low glide coefficient, so it's just gonna have to kind of love the way it is. We'll turn on the jet though, help us out. And let all the rest of the parts destroy themselves. Because I think that's what happened last time, was the parts like didn't destroy themselves like when we reverted the flight. When we tried to load in another craft, all the previous parts of the craft were there, and I had to load all the previous parts plus the the new parts, plus all the previous failed crafts that are just scattered around the Space Center, which I definitely need to clean up at some point. So yeah, that's a thing. I want to see if I can find out whatever this thing is. I'm flying close to it. It's being dumb, but whatever. I'm gonna turn this direction. I think we're gonna want to increase our altitude. I don't know though, Chief. Wonder if I can direct hit it. We're coming at it. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna be able to direct hit it, but maybe. Shoot, what is it? Here we go. Oh. I almost did direct hit it. I don't even know what that is. It's just some falling part of the craft. Alright, we're gonna land. I could have direct hit it if I want to. I think I missed on purpose. Because I didn't want to break the jet jover. Well, now, for all of you watching who did not see part 1, you'll get to see how jet jover really works, even if you didn't see see part 1. And you'll get to see it working, how it would work after, like detaching from the actual spacecraft, because it was just attached to the thing that's going to send it to Eve. So this is almost as real as it gets without actually being at Eve. Alright, coming in for landing. This likes to land on when it's under 80 meters per second, so anything higher, and it does not enjoy it very much, but we did that pretty well. And now we'll put the brakes on. Yes, the brakes are on. It just takes a minute to slow down. It'll probably be better once we get to Eve, and boom, we saved itself from utter doom. We're gonna revert the flight to the VAB. Then I'm going to fix those dumb freaking things. Can't believe one of them was facing the wrong direction. I don't know how that happens. It was just the single. Okay. Everything looks to be in order now. It looks as though we will not have another problem like we just did, where the that didn't push it away from the craft. It pushed it literally into the craft. Launch. Oh god. If this is the end of the stream because my game crashes, I just want to take this time to say really quick, thanks everybody for watching. Please do consider subscribing. I was at 39 subscribers a little while ago, and I just gained 2 new subscribers. I'm up to 41, which is kind of cool, you know. I don't know why I like gaining subscribers. I don't think of anything of this channel. I just want more people to see stuff like this and think it's cool, I guess. But yeah, consider subscribing, liking, all the John. And yeah, thank you all for watching. It's always a pleasure. Please pray that this doesn't completely crash my game. I'm big scared. Oh. 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 Things are loading. Oh my god, it loaded. I want to see if there's a jet jover landed over there. Or over there. Maybe that's the one I landed just now. I can't tell. Untitled spacecraft debris. So no. Good. Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. Round 2. We fixed the problem from before. Actually, this is round 3. We fixed 2 problems from before. First problem was that the boosters would completely destroy the craft. Second problem was that the freaking one of the boosters to help the booster get away from the craft was facing the wrong direction, which I can't believe. I don't know how that happened, but we're here. We're ready to give this another shot. In 3, 2, 1. explosions. Thank the Lord. Okay. So now, oh god, there's lag not on my side whatsoever. We gotta just completely press prograde. Boom. Go to the prograde. It will do that even through the lag. And we will watch as the apoapsis increases. $35,000. I'm not even going to worry about tilting over anymore. I'm just going to hold and prograde, and it'll probably do the rest of the work for me, to be honest. Oh, that's what that noise is. I have a whatchamacallit, a humidifier in the corner, just bubbling away over there. It's making some bubbly noises. I was wondering what that was. Alright, this is the best that I've done so far with this craft. This freaking abysmal craft. Alright, we might actually be able to get to space, to orbit with this. Once we get to orbit, though, the real question comes in, and that is going to be, will this have enough fuel to reach Eve? I try to give it as much delta V as possible, but sadly enough, what I gave it may not be enough. Man, my voice is very craggly right now. I don't know why it's so craggy. Here, I'll try and talk without the craggle. Alright, whatever. I don't even care. Alright, the apoapsis is hitting step. I want it to hit 82. Actually, with the way this is looking, I'm just gonna let it run out of fuel. I'm gonna let it use the whole of this stage. I'm just gonna let it burn until okay, and then we'll detach. Wondrous. That's what we like to see. Oh Lord, look at the Weebles wobble. That's okay. It's actually pretty structurally sound. It's just the Weebles are wobbling a little bit. That thing is looking pretty good. Just chilling. It kind of came to space with us, which is fine. I don't see any problems there. Or 110 and 108, that's perfectly fine. There we go, we're going to change to the maneuver node. I might just let the solid rocket boosters do their thing and then save the fuel of the main stage. Burn time is supposed to be 23 seconds, but I don't believe that. I'm just gonna kind of do it off eye. Like my eye, you know. And we're gonna see what type of thing we get. Pretty cool shot, if we're being honest here. And I like to be honest. Okay. While we're up here, I'm going to extend this antenna and extend these little foot antennas. So basically, the relay, which is attached to us, becomes our transmission, because this communicates to that, and that sends everything back to there. So we'll always be in full communication, which is exactly what we want. We're perfectly good. Oh, yo, for a second, I didn't even realize that that's not connected to that. Like, it was just, like, sailing so slowly away from it. That's nuts. Isn't that cool, though? Like, look how slowly but surely that is just, like, floating away. So cool. Okay. Let's just try it now. Which is kind of starting a little early to give it some extra time after the fact. And then we can do the rest. Okay, so we're in an orbit of some sort. Periaps 108, Apoaps 111. You know what? I'll take it, John Cena. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got this absolute bonkers of a craft to orbit. That is stage, I guess, stage 1. Okay. Now what's cool is we literally have this and a whole nother stage to work with. We have some chonkers of delta V right now. Absolute units of delta V. I reckon we may have overdone it but I don't know. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Zoom out. And I think Eve has to be about 45 degrees behind us, or a little less than 45 degrees behind us, I think, something like that. Which means I actually have to raise my orbit in order to time travel far enough into the future. I think it's gotta be like 1,000,000 or something. I don't know how high. Let's go with 600,000. 600,000 sounds about right to me. So we'll raise our apoapsis to 600,000 meters, and then we'll time travel into the future and spontaneously combust, basically. No, I'm just kidding. So let me just switch to prograde real quick. Let it do its thing. Do. Alright. We'll increase our orbit to 600,000 meters. Hello, viewer. Good day. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. If I'm wrong, and in order to full time warp, you need to be at a higher altitude, let me know, because I'm setting it to 600,000 meters right now, and I'm hoping that'll be enough to full send the, actually, no, I'm gonna do 700,000, because now I'm overthinking it a little bit. Okay, so let this time warp. You see what I mean? Like full arrows, though. That's what I mean. Like, how high do you need to be in order to full arrows time warp? Okay. I want to set it to there. If you don't know, it's okay. I don't expect you to completely understand. You know. It's all good. Thank you for being here, though, and viewing. I really appreciate that, and that is the thing that makes me the big happy. It's times like these that make me want to switch to auto camera. Boy, that's a pretty view. Holy mac. This game is freaking beautiful sometimes, bro. Holy crap. Look at that shot, bro. You don't get views like that in any other game, bro. Also, I just zoomed out a ton away from this craft. At least like a solid kilometer away, and look how little the curve didn't even move. Like, it looks the same as when I was zoomed into it. It's nuts. Just shows you how big these objects are. How what heckin' chonkers these objects are. Okay. Zoom forward a little bit, so I can accurately put it in orbit. You know you're dumb. Stop doing your dumbness. Please, 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 please. please allow me to make it so you stop dumbing. So, 705, 706. Okay, so let me just see how fast I can time warp. Oh yeah, full Johns. Full Johns, okay. Beautiful, that's what we want, full Johns, okay. We can full Johns at this. That's good, that's good. We want to be able to full Johns, okay. So, we'll zoom out and time warp the full Johns. Make sure my electricity is, oh. Well, it does that when, but it has, there's RTGs, so we're fine. There's actually multiple RTGs all over this craft, so I'm not too worried about it, honestly. Yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna zoom out. Full beans this time warp. Look how slow it goes, even at one full time warp. And we are going to wait until Eve is a little under 45 degrees behind us. Just a hair under. One of the problems with Kerbal Space Program is it doesn't have the facilities. I don't think I have the facilities for that, big man. It doesn't have the facilities for like proper gravitational simulation. Like when you're interacting with one body, it does that, but all other bodies don't interact with each other. So for example, if you're out of the sphere of influence of a body, you're in the sphere of influence of another. You can't be in the sphere of influence of two bodies at the same time. And that kind of sucks, because it would be cool to have some, you know, some epic, like, you know, gravity thing, like where you set up a probe in the Lagrange point of, you know, Kerbin's orbit, and, you know, and create a relay between Eve and Duna through that relay at the Lagrange point. You know, that's the type of stuff this game is missing, and I hope that they add into Kerbal Space Program 2, which, by the way, I'm extra hyped for. I'd hope they release it on PS4. I think they're going to, but I didn't hear anything about it, so I'm unsure. And big sad, but it's okay. Alright. It's been almost a full year. And I'm going to say Eve has caught up. I'm going to say we're in the spot that Eve needs to be. Are we in the spot that we need to be? Probably not. Luckily, we have electric charge. So what I'm going to do is zoom into our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and see what he's up to. I mean, we don't need to be in our spot. We just need to set up an orbital and maneuver in the right spot. We need one that subtracts delta V from our orbit around the sun. So we need to set it up like right there. I'm gonna zoom out. Going to start accelerating the maneuver node. Look at that. And just like that, we've already got an encounter with Eve. Set as target. I need to grasp the maneuver node again. Now, I need to focus view on this beautiful celestial body. Absolute pogs to me for getting this maneuver node like dead on the first try. Okay, so it's below. Will this help? Kind of. Will this help? Hang on. This is making it get just like go down. Hang on. This is making it go up. And that just makes it yeet. Hang on. Yeah, you need to stop yeeting. And start beating, bro. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the goal is to lightly tap it. Lightly tap it. Our approach is actually getting relatively close now. I think that blue boy did something. Okay, so you need to be higher up. Like that much higher up. And then we can begin our plan for world domination. Alright, so it's getting relatively close now. We're just gonna zoom it out. We are going to lift it actually higher and then do the John. It's basically coming in like, I need it to be more wrong. Oh, I didn't realize we could do it so close. Okay, like that's what we want. Like that. Zoom in. What are you? LL1. Something that didn't make the cut on Eve, I guess. Okay, so that still kind of results in a polar orbit. I need you to lift up higher. And then you to come fix my mistakes. This is gonna be a lovely angle we come in at, but hey, whatever. Type of periapse we got there. That's actually underneath of Eve's atmosphere. But I want to try it. So I'm gonna call that good. We don't have exactly enough delta V to do it this orbit. So I'm gonna start the burn at 1 minute and 36 seconds. Just so I give myself some time for not death. This is a little nerve-wracking, but we're kind of doing it, folks. We're about to head to Eve and do some lifing. Okay. I forgot to save. So save game as Jet Jover. I actually think it's going to be okay, but the world may never know. Because surprisingly, 87,000 meters over the surface of the Eve is actually pretty deep into its atmosphere. So, we'll see if one, the radiators can do their job, and two, the heat shield can hold up. I don't know what's gonna happen. The bottom of the wings still like juts out. You know what I'm saying? We're starting to burn. Midway through, we're going to switch craft. I think that line actually shows me how far that is going to go. Isn't that weird? It totally shot the thing right into. That's crazy, dude. So yeah, it's good that we started a little later because this doesn't have nearly as much thrust to weight ratio as the other one, but let's do this job pretty good. Let's get there. I'm cheering it on. I'm cheering it on big time. Big time. Alright, friends. Now we will see what's going on. Do we have the encounter? Has the encounter been achieved? The encounter has not been achieved. Bonkers. I didn't realize that it was going to be such a sensitive encounter. Alright, whatever. Poopy buttholes. It's fine. Here. I mean, how long till that? Actually, I can do it in less time. The closer to the craft it is, the more control I will have over what I do. Okay. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. I can probably gain the encounter pretty quickly, actually. Yeah. Let's see, there it is. Focus view. Oops. Incorrect. Okay, this is coming in from a very high angle. I don't know how this is gonna work. We need you, friend. Yeah, you, actually. Come back. Thank you. Yeah, actually, I'm going to leave it at that. That's pretty much as perfect as it gets, bro. To be honest. Alright, it's gonna be, it says that it's gonna be a 10-second burn. I will prepare its loveliness for this 10-second maneuver. That's in a really strange direction, but hey, whatever, you know. Wait till it's kind of in the right spot. Alright, my friends, we're literally doing this now. Like, this is happening, bro. I'm really excited, actually. So, it's in line, ready to fire. Very shortly now. At 5 seconds we go. I always fire the engines halfway through the burn time, so that half the burn starts before the node, or half the burn is after the node. Just a hair. Encounter achieved. Time to see what it looks like, boys. Take a view. It's looking good, folks. It's looking good. And it gives me options. So when I get there, I can set my periapts to whatever I want and see if I can slow down through the atmosphere. And if not, I'll just use what's left of this engine. But I think there's enough. I'll be coming in at quite the clip, but I think there's enough delta V in this to slow down to a stable orbit if I need to. Which is what it's totally intended for that. Yeah, it's perfect. Like, it's exactly what I needed the extra delta V for. I totally didn't just like overestimate. Alright. Bye, Kerbin. This is the time to leave you now. Goodbye. Okay. You can see cute little Minmus right over there where my cursor is. Yeah. Okay, so you and then boom shakalaka. We're going. And we still have a very nice connection to Kerbin, which is exactly what I needed and wanted. We're coming in hot now, dang. I didn't realize how high we were coming in too. That's why the orbit's so weird. We're coming in super high on it. Okay, time to slow down. Yeah. Here we go. A little bit more. And boom. We're in Eve's sphere of influence. I cannot see Eve, but trust me, Eve is there. It's under me. Is the thing. Hang on. Playing retrograde. Oh, there it is. Right there. It's still very small. It's like, where's Waldo? Okay. So we're going in. Okay. So here's where we're going to save the game as Jetjover again. And this is where the fun begins. Okay. If I manage to land this on the surface without blowing it up by burning it in the atmosphere on the first try, and somebody watches this and sees me does it, you get to post in the comment something I have to do, and I'll do it. Just any random thing. Literally anything. Alright, broskies? You have to do it. Alright, it's a bet. You bet it on it. B-E-T. Beat. Okay, so we're heading towards it. So I am going to face wrong direction. It needs to be in. Radial in. Forgot. Now the periapse of Eve is, the atmosphere of Eve is probably, I think it's around 100,000 meters. So I'm going to set it for, 85k meters. Or 85 kilometers. Which is right, yeah, 85 kilometers. And we'll see if that does the trick. A5. That's what you want to set it to. And we'll give that a shot. Remember, I saved it. Oh, I forgot. There we go. It's there. Let's save it one more time. Save game. I just want to. I know I just did it. I need to be absolutely positive with myself that this is saved, so I don't mess anything up. Yeah, save game as Jetjover. Quick saving. Boom. Alright, and now we'll time warp. We're getting closer. Okay. Hopefully I'm entering the atmosphere in sunlight. I think I am, actually. I think it's just getting kind of big on my screen because I'm a dummy. Alright. So let me get a little closer. I need some sunlight so I can just see what I'm doing, basically. Alright, and now we need to decouple that. Oh shoot! I need to go back. I need to go back. Load save. I forgot completely about it. I'm so dumb. Jetjover, where are you? Jetjover. I'm gonna tell you why I'm dumb. and why the bet is now off. I did not put the freaking thing into orbit. You know what I mean. I did not put the Jet Jover relay into orbit. So, here we are, going at it again. I'm gonna give it a pretty big orbit. So relay out. Okay. I'll try like 3 million. I think 3 million's pretty good. And then I'll actually set up a real maneuver node for getting into orbit. Subtract that. Oh, it's actually not all that much delta V. Let me look at it. 3 million, 2 million, 99. You know what? I can take that. I can take that, and I can circularize the orbit even more as we get there. I'm not that worried about it, actually. So, let's just get there. Alright. Burn time is 2 minutes and 22 seconds. So we're going to start at 1 minute and 11 seconds. Whoopee-ki-yay. Okay. 31, 39, 28, 26, 5. Look at that, John. Woohoo. Go Eve. Eve's a cool one. I like Eve. I like landing at Eve. I gotta watch my time. 18, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slow down. So we'll wait. This is what we'll be detaching, which is good. That's what we want to detach. Actually, speed up time just a little bit. 1 minute and 11 seconds is what we need. So I need the SAS though. I'll tell you that much. Mm, 12, 11. going, bro. We're beginning the deceleration into Evian orbit. It's a big planet. Gosh. What time is it, y'all? In real lifetime, 12:24. Alright. We're actually doing good. I'm gonna give myself the same time frame as last time. 1 a.m. We want to be on the surface, completing the mission by. Well, our orbit's coming down, which is good. That's what we want. Getting real close, real close. Pretty much as perfect as it gets. We actually kept both values above 3 million. Which is good. Okay, now we will detach the relay. 3, 2, 1. Bye, relay. Look at that thing even waved as it said bye. Epic. Now the relay will provide constant service, constant YouTube streaming to Eve. Epic. Alright, so now we got Jet Jover Rocket Probe. It's actually Jet Jover Relay. Hey. Why does this not have connection now? I have that open. That should be doing its job, right? Okay, I'm gonna go to the tracking station and hop on the probe real quick. Just fly the probe real quick, and I just want to see what's going on, because I did everything right. That probe is within range of that probe and should thus be able to maintain a connection. Okay, so we're gonna completely boof the competition here. Alright, and then fly. We're getting there, y'all. We're figuring this out. Hopefully. I'm thinking if I just figure out why this isn't doing its thing, then everything will be okay. And we'll get this done. Load, dude. Quickly. Thank you. Okay. So this has connection, but that doesn't. Let me... face your direction real quick. Just sort of head towards you. There we go. Hey, hey. 3. Okay, yeah, that's much easier to figure out how to control. Okay. That's us. Help. Okay, that's what we want right there. Uh-oh. I sure did. Uh-oh. Kinda goofing the jeans a little bit. Hang on. Let me stop it from doing that. Hang on. Make it stop. Uh-oh, it's gonna hit it. It just kind of dodged it. We're fine. I'm gonna set this as a target. Hang on. Zoom in on both the things real quick. They might be too close together for me to figure it out. Dang it. The lag. The other one. Please. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. Whatever. These. That should be doing its job, right? This is connected. Those are open. I don't get it. What's the issue? Oh yeah, this is what I want to see. that's connected to that. The vessel links. Does this have a link with its own vessel? I'm gonna fast forward time a little bit and just see what happens. See if as they drift apart it shows a vessel link or not. And why? I'm not seeing a vessel link. Dude, I don't know. Does it really need a freaking... I don't understand, bro. I'm really struggling to grasp this, you know? I did everything. I made the relay. Why isn't it connecting? Maybe there's something I have to do or that I didn't do correctly or something. I don't know, bro. Oh my god, look at all those freaking green lines, bro. Zoom all the way down. We need jet joker rocket. Fly that absolute beam. Okay, we're gonna figure this out once and for all. Maybe there's something I have to do to it. Either way, it's making me anger that this isn't working. And because I didn't. This is the problem. This is not a problem that I anticipated occurring. I thought the problem was going to come landing the thing on the planet. I never thought that the actual problem would come from first stop. CurbNet access. Reliable communications length. That's okay. Make that go away, bro. Please make that go away, bro. Make that go away, bro. Make that go away, bro. Holy crap. How does we... Oh. It's not going away. Okay. Antenna state idle. Antenna rating. Com signal 0. First hop disk command state partial. Wheel authority, reaction wheels running, control point reading, torque, curb net access. I see no issues, nor should I see any issues. Yet here we are. No way to control, limited probe control, not connected, no data, no signal. This is what I brought. Okay, at least we got the relay here. Okay, the relay is here. So we know that part of the mission works. But what else? I just need some sort of antenna of any kind. Ugh. What if I just like make an antenna and hide it in the body of the craft so that wind resistance doesn't... Alright. At this point, my ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call this a failure. This did not work, and we are not going to be able to land this on the surface. But there is something we can still do. I'm going to set this to retrograde. I don't know why the curb net access window is not going away. I've pressed all the buttons I know how, so I'm just gonna leave it be. This big freaking butthole is just gonna sit in the corner, and it's gonna be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna set it to retrograde. I'm gonna press the accelerando button. I'm just gonna let it burn until it's gonna enter the atmosphere. And this will give us a chance to test out the heat shield as well. Because even though we're not going to land, we can still test out everything else, I think. I don't know if because we have limited probe control, we can't do certain things. Yes, I did land the Joker here before. I don't know if I did that in a video or not. Oh wait, I think I did a stream on it. So, dropping that blurry apps. What do you do for like 70 kilometers? Well, now we know that it has enough fuel to do that. That's gonna whiz past us. Go yonder. And we do this. And hopefully get to the light side of the planet before we enter the atmosphere, so we can see what the heck's going on. I'm gonna prep it for not dying. Huh. I'm gonna try something. I'm just gonna rotate it like this until we get it rotated the right way around. It's gonna be troublesome. It's kind of working. Just a little bit more, I think. Well, that's pretty much exactly the way we want it to be facing now, too. That's previous. Okay. See how close we are to death. We're getting there. Alright. We're going to start the death transfer by detaching the main stage. Oh, no more. That's what we wanted. That's what we got. Boom. Detachment complete. Now it's sort of chilling. Now I want to inflate this. Now, very quickly, I'd like to turn on these. Because these will actively begin cooling, and when it hits the atmosphere, it will do an even better job. Okay. And now it is basically hope and pray for the best. Look at that shot, dude. Dang, that's a good looking shot. I'm scared this is gonna hit us. Please don't fly into our craft and kill us. It looks like it's gonna do that. Hopefully we'll just narrowly avoid it, or we'll slow down faster than it. That might actually be what happens. We'll slow down faster than it. Alright, we basically counted on the seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, oh god, 2, 1. We've entered the atmosphere. We didn't instantly start burning, which is good. And we are, I think, flying away from that. Which is also a good thing. I thought it was just gonna be like instant fire, but no, we're doing good. That's gonna be like instant fire. And that's getting hot. That's getting real hot. Radiators, do your job. Okay, something exploded. One of the wheels. Seems to be okay. For now, at least. Or things are exploding. What was that? I don't know. So the lower half of the craft did not like that at all. It basically just burned up too. Well, it's good to know that now, as opposed to later. But yeah, basically the whole lower half of the craft just sort of disintegrated off. The radiator panels did basically nothing, which is okay. At least we know that now, you know? In this case, we probably would have landed in the water. But we could have glided or jet engined back to where we need to go. Okay. Well, as this sort of flies into the abyss, I just want to discuss something, discuss this, I guess, real quick, and just sort of think about what we need to do next stream. So this is going to be a part 3 of this. Hopefully, third time's the charm, and we get something on the surface. This time, obviously, was a failure, which is okay. Failures occur. But yeah, next time we're going to probably put an extra heat shield underneath the back end, or move the main heat shield a little more towards the back end. And that way we will be good little dudes. Yeah. So, we'll move Yeah, the heat shield. Wow, look how quickly we're slowing down. That's some G-force. Lordy. I went from 0 to 100 real quick. Alright, I forgot also that we have one more stage. The good stage. And this is the stage that matters, and this is a really good time to test it, because this is about where we want to use it. So, I'm going to give it a shot. Okay. Give it a shot right now in 3, 2, 1. It worked. It did its job. It took it away from it. Would that have worked last time? Probably not, but it's okay. That is really blind. That's pink. That's so purple, it's pink. Okay. As we descend down to the abyss, I'll kind of get an understanding of what I'm going to do next time. So we will relaunch the whole booty hole, I guess. We'll relaunch everything. We'll get it to the space, make sure that that heat shield is in the right spot, in a good spot. No, just let it descend the way it wants to descend. We are descending pretty quickly. I'll let you know about that. The sun's also pretty big in the sky. Wonder if we can see little baby Gilly. I don't think baby Gilly's around. Which is fine, baby Gilly's small. But like, you see how where I put it? That was where it was. Like down here-ish is where I want it to be. So, I'll figure that out. So what I'm going to do once this crashes into the thing is I'm going to I'm going to load the other save. Make sure that this explodes into the surface of Eve, like set it on a trajectory to collide with Eve, just the whole thing, and then go back to the Space Center and redo things, because I don't want any trace of this version on there. I want to, do the whole mission, not just like, oh, I already have the thing there, so, or I already have the relay there, so we'll do something else, the rest of it. No, I'm going to do the whole thing. So, I'll set the whole thing to crash into Eve. Kinda sucks that this was a failure, but only can do what you can do. Something survived. So load save. Load save. Jet Jover. Thanks for viewing, viewer. Yeah, this was kind of a failure. We didn't get to complete our mission, but we're gonna do it in the next stream. We definitely got a big step closer this stream to completing the mission that we wanted to do. And we didn't crash the stream this time, which is good. Alright. Alright. I want to actually set it to retrograde. That's good enough for me. So we will... Actually, let's just see it through. Let's see it through. Just want to make sure that it actually goes into it, you know. Oh, that was too fast. There it was. Shooting through the atmosphere. That's so cool. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Alright, so we did it. Then we go to the Space Center. And I'm just going to put on the ideas that I want to do, and then I'm going to hit the hay, because it's... Gosh darn it. You know what? Actually, no. I'm just going to do it tomorrow. Thanks for watching the stream. Thank you, viewer, for watching the stream. I don't know if you are a current subscriber of my channel or not, but if you'd like to subscribe, the offer's there. It'd be super cool. If you like this content and want to see more of it, boom, there you go. There's a button for it. Alright, and that's gonna be it for me, folks. Have a good night. If you enjoyed the stream, give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Comment down below what you want to see next, and all that good stuff. And, yeah. It was nice vibing with all y'all. I'm gonna get to bed now. And, yeah, we'll do more of this tomorrow. Or another day. I don't know, whenever I get around to it, we'll get to it. Anyways, I'm the Gaming God. Later.